I previously would come through and meticulously prune things off and keep the lower sections of the tomatoes clean, rip off the middle fingers, all that stuff that people say to do. And anymore, I don't do any of that just because it takes a long time when you have uh, 50 tomato plants, and I never found it to be actually any better. And maybe it is, but it just hasn't actually. There was nothing conclusive about anything, and from my own thinking, I'd rather have these plants with a whole bunch of energy going into the root system right now, and not recovering from an injury, and also they kind of create this closed environment. And I know a lot of places want open air, but I think that's for humid summers where they want things to be able to dry out. In our real dry summers in Oregon, it's not really a concern of mine to have airflow through here. I actually want to kind of trap pockets of ethylene. So when one tomato starts ripening, I think that if you have kind of a trapped pocket of the ethylene that it's off gassing, you're probably going to have better luck with the rest of them deciding to start turning. But it's only mid-July. I'm not looking for any tomatoes yet. I'm looking to get real strong plants that are going to be able to keep producing through September. So I'm not looking for any tomatoes to be ripe yet. These stupice probably will be ripe first, and it looks like there's pretty good fruit set already. But if you look at all the blossoms on now, it should be a lot of fruit in the next month. So since I paste most of my tomatoes, I really don't eat many, so it doesn't matter so much to me that it's mid-July and I don't have any tomatoes yet. You can rig the system a little bit if you want fresh tomatoes and start them earlier and blah blah blah, but anyway, this is easier, and yeah, I really think that getting a real strong, good root system is the best. I see people with these wispy little tomato plants and that have like 2 tomatoes on them, and I feel kind of sorry for them because those are probably the only 2 tomatoes they're going to get. And the first tomatoes you get off a plant really aren't good anyway. They're always mushy. You kind of have to wait till the plant really gets in rhythm and is pumping out new fruit every couple of days. Otherwise, they taste like they've sat on a shelf for a long time, and they just aren't very good. So you want to get your plants real good and healthy, real vigorous, and then once you start stressing them out, in August, they'll start producing and should produce for about 2 months solid. Nearly daily, you should have a bunch. So anyway, that's my strategy, and it's also doesn't take much work to not do anything.